Yeah. I'm playing music in my background, but you don't hear it, but I hear it. Yeah. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Campus Rundown Show right here on the one, the only Historically Black Sense. We got a dope show lined up with you all with some amazing guests on the show. I'm talking about balancing academics and social life. And we're going to get to all that good stuff right after the intro. I see y'all. Dun 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 All right, I'm sorry. I had to go a little DMV over here. What's poppin', y'all? We back again, like I said, on another edition of the Campus Rundown Show right here on Historically Black Sense. And of course, I had to bring my girl with me. What's up, B Rook? B Rook, we can't hear you.
Let's try it again. What's up, y'all? It's your girl B Rook coming from the biggest, the baddest, the boldest, first HBCU in Maryland, Bowie State University.
B Rook, how you been, man? We missed you last week, man. What's going on?
I've been vibing. Life is lifing, but I'm gonna be in Maryland on Thursday, and that's all that matters. That is all that matters.
There we go. Okay, y'all. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Papa called. Papa gotta wait.
This gonna be a funny show. I can already see that. I can already see it. B-Rock,
I apologize.
B-Rock, we're glad to have you. Glad
Thank you.
Can't wait to see you on Thursday. But Rook, we can't do this show alone today. We had to go call it some special help. So we got some special guests that, of course, joined us on this show today. And of course, who we got?
Go ahead. We got more than regularity in the building, hailing all the way from the Sunshine State, Nashville, Tennessee. We coming from TSU, Tennessee, Odie, all the way from Tennessee State University.
Tennessee State in the building. Shout out More Than Regularity. Shout out y'all. Appreciate y'all for joining us. Who else we got?
So, hi, y'all. My name is Destiny Kerr, but you might know me as Des.K. I'm hailing all the HBCUs today. We not just repping my alma mater. We hailing all the HBCUs. I'm originally from the Show Me State, but we pop it good and we do it down in New Orleans. Nonetheless, I am an HBCU correspondent. I've done work with Coca-Cola. I currently run my own agency called HBCU on the Move. So if y'all need any opportunities, y'all make sure to holler at me.
Okay. I just want to let you know, sidebar, I'm definitely going to holler at you after this. But last but definitely not least, this is actually a new addition to the HBS fam. Who we got?
Hey, y'all. My name is Tyra Garcia, and I'm actually currently a writing intern for Historically Black Sense. So y'all go ahead and check my articles out, And I am repping the #1 public HBCU, Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University.
She said that with just so much. I hit my heart right there. That was hot. B-Rook, I'll pass it to you. You already know what we're about to do.
Okay, y'all. Every week we have to do our lovely check-in. So we'll be doing a mental health check-in to see how everybody's feeling, setting the tone, talk about how you've been feeling. And I'm gonna start today, or actually let's have our guest start today. Anybody want to volunteer?
I'll volunteer. So keeping it 100%, which I love that, what we're talking about of balancing academics while also having a social media life. I don't think people understand that having to literally be an entrepreneur, right? Sometimes even for me right now, I know next year I'm going to be a student on top of that, but, just graduating, dealing with post-grad. And I ain't gonna lie, I had a little post-grad depression for the, first 2 weeks, a little post-grad depression. But having to deal with that and then, coming into self, and now I'm doing great, got a great relationship with God, amen. But my mental health, honestly, at first it was a little rocky, but we're here and it's great. We doing what we need to do.
Wow.
Love to see it. Tyra, More Than Regularity.
Yeah, sorry, this light. We
it's a little
up,
tweaking right now.
It was
Yeah.
It's all good, bro.
we have to be in the darkness for this one. But no, mentally, I'll say we doing good. You know, second day of school, getting classes together. You know, financial aid. We on food rise, so we don't really worried about that too much. So keep clapping for that. But yeah, we doing pretty good mentally, physically, emotionally. We all put together. Everyone excited to be back here, back in college, back in TSU. Last ride, we seniors now. So yeah, just get ready for graduation and post projects we have planned.
Nice.
They said full ride. Okay.
I swear I heard full ride.
Had to.
Tyra, how about you? How you feeling?
It's more given like reset right now because I start classes next Monday. Especially, it's gonna be junior year for me and everything. And I recently became president of a professional fraternity, so I'm trying to make sure my mental health is good so I can last for the year that I am president.
Felt that. I guess that leaves me. Mental health. If I had to rate it, I'm on about 8.8 right now. I just barely ate anything all day. Like right before this call, I don't know if you ever heard this place called Iron Rooster. They serve like breakfast. I'm a breakfast food kind of guy. I love breakfast.
Yes.
Food. Yeah. So I had it was basically a egg and bacon burger, but instead of like buns, it was a waffle instead. So I ate a little bit of that. I know, right? It's definitely big back behavior, but I fully endorse being a big back. 1000%. I know it might look skinny, but I'm a big back, and I rep that all day. So yeah, ate some of that, and I'm feeling good, man. Just been working on some stuff. Got some stuff coming up. So yeah, I'm blessed. I'm blessed and highly favored. I can't really complain for real. Speaking of being blessed and highly favored, of course, it is a blessing to not only be able to handle your academics, but also to be able to do other things outside of it, right? So whether you're part of organizations, whether you have a job that you're also working in, whether you got curriculars off campus, we know that it's not the easiest thing, but it is doable. So I want to ask you all, with navigating college, how have y'all been able to navigate college but also handle your extracurriculars? Whether you're in an org, you have a job, like how are you all able to maintain that balance?
Okay. Go ahead, y'all.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, like 100% with y'all. So I was somebody from my freshman year, like I was always active. But the thing is I didn't really start like getting active until like my junior year on campus. So I was a Sodexo Magic intern, so I did everything in the CAF, my social media, my sophomore year. And then I kind of had to take a break because it was a lot going on. I had lost my scholarship, all of that. And after that, trying to figure out, maneuver, like how am I going to pay for college, all of that good stuff. And so pretty much I ended up becoming a Coca-Cola ambassador. So, that's where I really picked up being back active on my campus. I found a different way other than just being like in an organization like the Fashion Society, being in other things like SGA. I became an ambassador. And with an ambassador, you really have that platform to like connect and like host a lot of events. So with me doing that, I picked up on doing a lot of things from, our soccer team. Shout out to Sulu soccer team. I was able to also work with athletics, work with student foundations, student organizations. So, that's what really that organization came in terms of me like being able to work. But then nonetheless, that's when I really started to take off with the marketing, right? So in me basically doing that, that's where everything came into play, where I was a part of an organization, but I really wasn't a member, if you want to say so. But in me having those opportunities, what really kept me consistent was having a planner. I cannot stress that enough, y'all. If y'all do not have a planner, get a planner, because time management in college is so key. And when you really want to do that academics and social media, you need to have a planner, have a journal, get your iPad if you need to, download a planner on your iPad, use your notes, use your reminders. But having something that can really provide you structure is great. And it's going to be able to take you to that level that you thought you might have never even or thought you would accomplish.
Speaking facts. Speaking
I
fact.
definitely agree with the planner. Planner has saved my life, and it's like I'm
Yes.
still trying to navigate like how to use it all the way for best for me. But I know my freshman year, and my sophomore year, I was a student athlete, so trying to do that as well as trying to be active on campus because they try to tell you like, oh, you're a student athlete, you can't do that much. You
Yeah.
got to focus on this. No, I wasn't going for it. So I definitely had to learn how to plan and add that rest in there. But planner. Definitely invest in one of those, and there's a lot of apps like she said on the iPad. Make it look cute. Make it so you want to go back and look at it.
Yeah.
I tried to get into the planner thing, it just wasn't working for me. I couldn't.
Oh.
I don't know.
Hard
I
enough.
prefer just to have things like in my phone. I don't know, just because I always have my phone. I forget about the planner.
I'm about to say you must. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You can have the planner on your phone.
I know some. I mean, like a physical planner.
Oh yeah, I don't do paper.
Yeah, I use like my Google Calendar and
Yeah.
that, but a physical, I'll forget about it. I'll lose it. I'm always on my phone, so I knew that I was gonna die. More than regularity. Tyra, what about y'all? How did y'all able to find that balance?
I can definitely agree with using my phone because I tried using a physical planner 3 times throughout my academic year.
See?
Every single time, I definitely forgot that it existed until I was starting doing New Year's resolution spring semester. And I also like, I mainly like using like Apple calendars only because it's on my phone and it's throughout my little Apple ecosystem. So it'll pop up on my iPad and it'll pop up on my laptop. So I know consistently what's going on, especially like during like my freshman and sophomore years. I was definitely one of those people that was always co-chartering something. So I definitely need to stay on top of it and make sure to follow like all university rules, make sure this gets done and all that get done. So I definitely like Apple calendars and good notes too, if I want to feel like I'm using a planner on my iPad to make it look cute.
Good notes comes clutch.
Facts.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. As far as like the planners, we don't do planners. I don't do no planners. I don't.
He said off the fly.
No, like facts. I'm not gonna come through capping. No, I got classes like chem, physics, like stuff like that, and like having like projects on the side also. So I also like balancing both, really everything on my phone. But I don't really like write stuff down. I just remember like this is something I gotta do. Yeah, but like me, I always write stuff down because I have a notebook for like projects and like schoolwork. So because I feel when I write things down, it tends to on my phone because like I know it's app on my phone, but like realistically, I'm not gonna be on my phone looking at my notes. Not really, but if I write something down on like a notebook, I'll know exactly. All right, so I have this here. I already wrote it down for this time and that time. This is gonna stick with me. So I'll be like, all right. So I just have to have better time management with this, and then that's how I go. So that's how my balance has really been. Just writing stuff down and taking notes and just executing. I don't really take too long or like have a space in between my execution time versus my planning. Because if I take too long, I'll just not do it.
Facts. Definitely facts.
Definitely. So we all kind of on the same page with a planner or the notes app, and then you said just straight off the dome. That's good. I don't have the
that brother said,
"You're better than me." But straight off the dome.
You got it,
man.
Oh, I get those reminders on my.
Okay, so we have a quick question from our viewers. It says, as the parent or a mom of a freshman student, what is some advice y'all would give?
Oh my God, I know who that question was from because she just sent me the line.
Okay. Who will go first? If not, anybody want to go first?
I can go first.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna let my guest go first. Y'all got it.
Okay, I'll start. So my freshman year, me and my mom were still living in the same town at the time. So I used that opportunity to live with my mom because free rent. But basically, an advice that I could give is trust your student, because you're not going to be able to be there during like their first year. You can definitely give them some tips or send them like videos of how to organize stuff, because my boyfriend's mom does that to me and him all the time. But at the end of the day, you're going to just have to put your full trust into your student and hope and pray that they can learn organization on their own, because they're going to have to learn it somehow, unfortunately.
That's real. That is, she took the nice way of saying what I was going to say. But
Real nice.
yeah, I was going to be like, yo, let that boy or let that girl go. The bird has to listen. Listen.
Hey.
Listen.
You gotta be nice.
Listen to me. Right? Listen to me. And this is why I say this. I'm a sheltered kid myself, right? My mom, she was a police officer. She was a DC police officer and Baltimore police officer for like 10 years. Yeah, and that side of my family has also had a lot of things that happen with like drugs and alcohol and whatnot. So I totally understand her premise of being overprotective and overbearing. But at the same time, that can cause a level of like resentment from the kid, especially once they grow up and see some of the things they have missed out early on. Now, granted, it's a lot of things I've seen that I'm glad I was protected from that some of my like other peers have experienced. And I'm grateful and blessed I didn't have to. But it's just a matter of at some point, you got to let them go out and find their own. And you just got to let them take that chance. Like you can't coddle them forever. Right? Still extend that hand, that grace to help them out, especially if they get in trouble or if they just need help in some ways. Cool, be there for them. But now letting them experience certain things, that's only going to hinder them. And at some point, they may even feel like some kind of resentment. I don't necessarily resent my mom today or my folks, but I just wish I would experience certain things early on. Yeah, that's the only thing. So I'm just, not necessarily, I'm not saying in a nice way, but yeah, just let them be free. If they need your help, be there for them. But don't try to clip their wings. Let them be free. Let them have their fun. They got to learn at some point. They got to.
Let them go and let them grow.
I beg to differ. I'm gonna have to disagree. Okay, so here's why. Okay, because I was a kid all my life. My wings were clipped, right? Like I didn't have that parent to like, my freshman year was the only time out of all of my 4 years, and my mother came down and like, did the whole like, let's unpack, like let's, make your dorm room real cute. You know what I'm saying? So like, to have to go through that and to see other people's parents like be there every step of the way, like I say be an involved parent, but also give your student independence, like to be able to fly, right? To be able to, if they do fall and hit their head, they can get back up and know, I'm gonna be okay. I got myself. Like mama and daddy, because college is gonna teach you. Mama and daddy don't always got me, but to be able to know that they got them. So I say in that way, like yes, let them fly, let them have their wings, let them go be a new student and go to new student orientation and enjoy that week and turn up before they, gotta get in and do their books and you know what I'm saying. But that's my take on it. Like I wouldn't just kick them down. Don't boop. No.
No.
Be that parent to still be there. Because sometimes we be broke in college. I still need
facts. Send them money. You want to help? Send them money. That's how you send them money every week. Minimum of $500.
Oh no, hold on, wait.
500.
Oh, girl, I was thinking a little 50, 75, 500. What you gonna do with all that?
You rich. I need to be your.
Where are you going?
Wait.
Ask your mama to put me on her payroll.
Okay.
Like,
first of all, nobody did that for me. I'm okay. It's $100. $100 a week.
100. Okay.
100. Okay. Even though 100 is like really $20 in today's economy.
I'm not like a new $1.
Yeah.
Like a new $1. What?
It teach you budgeting.
What? True.
Make it last.
That's true. That is very, very true. Have y'all ever felt any kind of peer pressure from like your peers or your friends that say you had something that you had to go do, whether it's academic wise or something else, but they pulling you to go to that party or that function or whatever, and you trying to decide like, do I go be a hood rat or do I go and be inside? Don't nobody lie. Don't lie either. Don't lie.
No, I'll say for sure the parties, like we have some times where I'm like, let me just chill, let me stay inside, and then I'll get a phone call. Yo, twins, what y'all doing tonight? I'm like, I'm just gonna stay in the room. It's like, man, y'all right now, bro. He said, I thought y'all said y'all wanted to get lit this semester. I can't let y'all stay inside. They just sent me the story. It's like, look who here. Y'all want to stay inside for real? And I start getting the stories. And so they like, all right, just get ready, come on the call. Y'all got 5 minutes.
5 minutes is crazy.
5 minutes. I get ready in 5 minutes. I put it on in 5 minutes. I can't lie.
Oh my goodness. Well, MC, you know, I know you remember those days from my freshman year when we used to be in the radio station having our fun. I'm gonna go out, but best believe that laptop will be with me. If it is assignment due that night, I'll be wherever the party is on my phone, wherever I'm doing that work. It gotta get done. But I did have sometimes I'm like, all right, you know, I've been doing good. I can take a little few points off if I don't get this assignment done. But I think it's all in moderation. Don't let your friends peer pressure too much to where it takes you away from your studies, because you are there to get that degree, not to party.
Facts.
I would like to put emphasis on using that late penalty whenever I really didn't want to do it. I'm like, let me see what their turn in late policy is. Most of the time, it was either not at all or 10%. And if it was that 10%,
I'll take it.
I'll get that 90 tomorrow.
Oh, y'all do late penalties, baby. I'm turning in a blank Microsoft document in the morning. I don't know what happened. Can I do that, baby?
I'm not gonna lie.
I've had to do that a few times.
You're wilding for that. And you
I'm
just went on camera.
It's not gonna be blank though.
No, mine is gonna be blank, or it's gonna be half a paragraph. Oh my! I didn't know. I
Submitted
love
the
my
wrong
professors, though.
document.
I did it a couple of times. Not gonna lie.
Ooh, okay,
Hadassah!
Okay.
Hey y'all.
Well, hello, Hadassah. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I know I am a bit late, but your co-host is back. I'm here.
Everyone clap it up for Hadassah. She's here. She's here.
Your hair is fine.
Thank
you. Trying to do mine next, Hadassah? You trying to do me next? Maybe. No.
Maybe.
Gotcha. So Hadassah, right? Well, before we start, go ahead and tell the people where you're from.
So what's up, you guys? I am Hadassah Morales, and I am from the one and only Alabama A&M University.
Nice. Hadassah, I'm gonna just throw you right in the fire. Tell us about your experience in trying to balance your academics with social life. Like, how's that been for you?
It was a mission today, actually. Lord. It's hard, but being very transparent, my keyword I would say is your priorities. If you're a student leader like me or someone who's just very headstrong on having a social life and having academics and being in the books, it's going to be hard, but you have to remember your why and your reason on why you came to school. But in my case, I struggled with it a lot, especially my junior year. There would be times where I just felt like I couldn't even go out because I had to get my schoolwork done, or times where I'm out and it's just like, dang, like I'm thinking about this 8 a.m. I have to attend in the morning. And I just had to find that balance and prioritize certain things. School is important for me. And if I'm there on a scholarship, I got to make sure I'm in them books first before I go and, have my fun. But that was it for me.
Heavy on the scholarship. One thing about it, I'm gonna maintain that 3.5 no matter what, so I can keep going for free. Like,
must.
That scholarship can be gone. I've seen people cry in that person's office.
That's real.
What would you all say from freshman year, right, to where you are now? How has you and your social life changed? Like, maybe you don't go out to parties as much, or maybe you go out even more than you did freshman year. Like, what aspects of your social life has changed over the years?
Freshman year, like I'll say, like from freshman year till now, I think freshman year I was like outside more, like in fall, and then I said my midterm grades, and then I remember I was on full ride, so I had to lock in. But yeah, but from freshman year to now though, I'll say just like time management. Because it's like legit, this college is just like real life. Like your parents not here to wake you up. You gotta do everything yourself. So if you take that little party time to like 3 a.m., you're gonna have to wake up for that 8 a.m. if you're taking that 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I'll say for me, from freshman year to now, my time management definitely has gotten better. Because freshman year, we weren't doing any of this. Didn't have no photography page, no creative director. We were just outside. So I'll say that fall, because we got Nigerian parents, so you're always a little sheltered, or you're not really able to go out as much because in high school I ain't get to no parties. So when I had that little freedom, I was outside, for real, outside. But now I could balance, this photography, creative directory with my school, and I probably had the highest GPA of my entire college career while I was actually doing this photography and other things on the side compared to like freshman year me doing nothing. And that food ride is motivation.
Definitely.
Oh, so it's crazy that you said that because at my school, so my freshman year, honestly, I was the girl always, I was the one, I had the camera in my face. Like, since I'm cute, I'm gonna be cute on social media. So the girlies and I like that. I was a person who, like, we would be at a party and it would be some stuff that, like, say like your friend get picked up by a Q. I'm the person, I'm be like, oh, now my friend got picked up by a Q. I posted it. And I didn't think, but y'all.
Oh, you're that kind of person.
No. But y'all gotta understand, for me, I was a freshman that didn't know nothing really about Greek life. Like, I was surrounded by people in Greek life, but like they didn't really tell me what it was, if that makes sense. Like, they didn't tell me, like, you don't post nobody getting picked up by the bros, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that could hurt them, like, later on, whether it be for SGA, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't get that. So again, I'm just like, oh yeah, we outside, yeah. So right, so it's but here's the thing, me, because my freshman year I was a COVID kid, so I came in 2020. So with me going to Xavier, shout out to XU, big on XU. I will always go to Baton Rouge. So I was always at Southern. We was always at the games. I'm with the bros. I didn't really know no alphas for real. I knew some of the noobs, but I was always at Southern. Not too much. We let it run.
Matter of fact.
But no, y'all, being for real, like, I was always down there, right? But the thing is me being that person that was very outgoing, that would make connections, it got me to some of the places where I am today. Like, I'm able to now call people and be like, hey, I would love to collab with you. Or like, there's people at Southern's campus who hold a big platform that I got to actually work with when I became a correspondent for HBCU Post. And me having that connection with their yard, like, I was able to easily get those collaborations, work with those people, when I went down there and meet more people. So, like, I can say I'm where I am today from being that outgoing freshman who, I was shy. I didn't understand some things, but it put me in the place where I am today. So
a win is a win.
A win is a win. That's all that
matters. A win is definitely a win. That's so tragic though that you was with them the whole time.
I'm with them always. I will marry an alpha. I ain't gonna lie, I will marry y'all, but I'm with the bros to the day I die. But I will marry an alpha. The noobs do too much. I love y'all.
Wait. So you know what? We're gonna get off topic. I don't even want to take it.
Let it go.
Well, you know what?
Let it go, brother.
It's cool.
I have a question, but this is completely away from Greek life and what we were kind of talking about. But back to the twins, Kiwi and Odie. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. So hearing that you guys come from a Nigerian household, I'm Haitian, by the way, and I come from I don't want to say strict Caribbean household, but I come from a strong-rooted Caribbean household. Both of my parents were born and raised in Haiti. And coming to school, coming to college, it was like a big culture shock. So do you guys believe that in some ways that the way you were maybe raised or in your household, the environment that you were in, do you guys think that being a bit more sheltered helped you when you came to your school and it kind of saved you in some ways? Like, yeah, you came to school, you got your freedom, you're now independent, but like, do you think that those life lessons from when you were a kid, a teenager, has helped you now, if that makes sense?
Yeah, for sure. I'll go and then I'll let him speak. But yeah, I'll say for sure, because I'll come here and come to colleges. Everyone really is raised different. Like, it's a lot of things that I've seen that will never slide. Backward we from like how we were raised. Because like I see people with 0.4 GPAs, 1.4, and it's just like, you not going to class. Like, because in college, if you at least go for the freshmen or whoever's incoming watching, like, if you show up to class and you talk to the teacher, I promise you they will not fail you. But you have to work though. But they will let you, I wouldn't say slide with certain things. If you one of those students in their office hours and you like, hey, I don't understand this, or I may miss class because of this, they will let you get away or slide with some things, but because they're here to help you at the end of the day. But I just seen some people just not care and not go, and it's not high school. You will be out and booted, especially if you're on that food ride.
Oh no, they didn't give it that food ride, especially to take it back. They went in to take their money back. So it was like, if you get an opportunity, you can't just mess around with it. Because like, I'll take advantage of every opportunity I'm given. Because more ain't promised to no man. So it was like simple things like, I said, like, going to class for sure. Like, that's like a first, like the car yard always gonna be there. Feel me? The party's always gonna be there. The parties don't really start bumping until like 11 p.m., 12 a.m. around. Yeah. So it's like you can knock out your work first and then you could go out there like later on anyway. So just like little stuff like playing basketball outside when you know you're supposed to be studying, you got an 8 a.m. And the partying for sure, like the party lifestyle, mostly in the HBCU was kind of big. So I understand like we want to have fun. And we not all the way grown, but we can make our own decisions now. Like we not at home, we don't gotta ask our parents for no permission or somebody to go out. Yeah. So just like having control over that and discipline, that's really what it is.
But those public bathrooms, when I was brushing my teeth and someone would come down, start using the bathroom right behind the stall. I was not prepared for that. Yeah. Shout out to Boyd Hall though. Shout out to
Well, thank you guys for your response. I appreciate it.
Sure, no problem.
Let me ask y'all, when it comes to, because I'm sure at some point every one of us have felt this version of this burnout, right? To where you're trying to balance academics, whatever extracurriculars, social life. Talk to me about those moments of where you have felt burnout and how did you recover from them? What are some things you learned how to better take care of yourself after those moments?
I actually have a really funny story about this. So basically, being in a Caribbean household is very much giving academic achievement. You know, gotta have the straight A's, you know, B's the lowest, 4.0. And I never experienced true burnout until literally my sophomore year of college. Because I've always been like, it's been easy, you know, little APs, dual enrollment, the whole thing. And literally between my freshman and sophomore year, I was working, I was in orgs. It was a full-time job too, in orgs, 4 to 5 classes. I'm thinking I'm fine. I think it was after like 2 months, I was dead flat on my bed for a week. Like I got a fever, cold sweats. I thought I had COVID. And then I went to the doctor too. And then there was like, you don't have COVID, but they're just like, your body is severely dehydrated. Like, have you been sleeping? And I was just like, yeah, like not my full 8 hours or whatnot. So basically burnout, you probably won't feel it right away sometimes. But if your body needs it, it will make you sick on purpose so that you could rest. And I'm speaking on that from experience. And then after I told my doctor everything that I was doing, he was just like, you need to let some of that go.
Yeah. I've definitely experienced the same thing. Like I will get super sick, like when I'm not sleeping or if it's like just the stress. And like she said, like it's not COVID. It's not like a real sickness. It's just your body is tired. Like she said, I didn't really experience burnout until my freshman year. Like while I was in high school, I played on like 3 softball teams, volleyball. I worked and then I was in like active at school. So it was like, okay, like I'm gonna come to college, do this little 1-2. I'm gonna be cool. No, it was not cool and nobody told me nothing. Like having that practice every day plus going to class and participating in the orgs that I was in, it was a lot and I didn't really realize until like halfway through the year. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm feeling kind of crazy. But that summer break, when I tell you I did nothing, not a thing. But I definitely like take advantage of like the winter break, summer break to kind of help me. Like winter break really helps me get through the rest of the year because by that time I'm like, oh gosh, we're only 1 semester in. Like, so I definitely take advantage of my breaks because it do be a lot.
Anyone else? Some things you might have used to help you recover from burnout or just any self-care practices that you would recommend to not experience burnout?
Counseling, I would definitely recommend. I'm not sure if any other universities or schools have this, but if you go to a school and if they have a clinic, you should try to see if they offer counseling services. That definitely helps. During my sophomore year, going into the start of my spring semester of sophomore year, I was really, really burnt out, and I was just at the beginning of the semester. Hey, classes ain't even been 2 weeks in, and I'm burnt out, but I definitely excuse my background, I definitely sought into going to counseling services, and that has changed my college career and my perspective a whole lot. So don't feel like you can't do it alone. Counseling to other resources, you just never know.
And they're usually free.
I I mean, you already paid for it, so it's kind of not free.
Yeah, you already kind of paid for it. Yeah,
it's kind of.
That's not the point. It's free now. It was just in my tuition.
Yeah,
I'm on full ride for. So did I really pay for it for real?
You know what? You right. You smart. You right.
Somebody else paying for it.
When that's
Not
the
me.
It's my money. You know.
you like money.
What would you all say?
That for me? Ah! Okay.
Have you all, along your collegiate journey, has there been any one particular person or a few people who have been really instrumental in your success? So maybe like a certain professor, staff member, somebody who was really instrumental in where you are today.
That's a good one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Who would you say? Who was that person for y'all?
Oh my God. So I know for me, as Xavier, it's really a community here. Like when they say it's a family, like, you know, a smaller HBCU, sometimes it can feel like we just be here. But no, we really be here for like in a family, that value and that whole entire thing, it really be there. That foundation really be there. Like I know for me, shout out to Miss D. That's my girl. That's my mother. That's my second mother. Might as well say birth giver. She was just always there for me. She was that person that, you know, when I was my freshman year, you know, trying to still figure myself out, I was that girl, literally, y'all. I didn't even understand the value of even wearing undergarments. So, like, say, for example, a bra. I was taught when I was younger, like, you wearing a bra, like, you're not even like that for when it comes to that, right? But, like, little things like that are so instrumental when you want to go into these professional spaces and you need a resume and you need to know how to have those interview skills and, you know those different things to know that even when you do interviews, right, you want to have a follow-up question. Those are things, key foundation things that I didn't even know. But being able to have her be around and even to the person I am today, I'm still learning. Like, I might be able to afford opportunities like this and be able to go different places. Like, for example, I'm going to Invest Fest and I got invited to go to HBCU week, right? So even though I've been affording these opportunities, I'm still learning in the process. I'm still a person. So she's that person, you know, she teaches me through everything and every step of the way, but also she reminds me that I am still a person at the end of the day. Like, you have Des.K, you have that girl Des, and then you have Destiny Kerr. Who is Destiny Kerr? So, yeah.
Okay. I definitely agree with you. Like, I know for me, like, my village of friends, and it took me like a long time to find them, but being an out-of-state student and coming to Bowie without knowing anybody, it was like kind of a weird transition to me. But like, once I got my group and I got my village, it was just like the small, simple things. Like, y'all just here to listen to me rant about how softball practice was today. So definitely, like, my friends definitely helped out a lot. And then also, like, my mom, even though she's 4 hours away, she was always a call away, and my grandma. So find your village. It helps. Like, you don't have to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, and FAMU, them advisors, they're not always the greatest, but my advisor / my African American studies teacher, Dr. Kyle, he has literally been my rock whenever it comes to registering for classes. The multiple times I've been thinking about changing my major, he would always remind me that you're like almost 90% done with your degree. What are you thinking about? And has me locked back in. Mm-hmm. And I feel like outside of my advisor, definitely finding your village with my friends. I literally just found my village probably like a couple months ago. And it's been like so great. I just call them whenever and be like, y'all, this is what's tea. This is what happened today. And then my mama. I do be calling my mama. I always said, I'm not going to miss my mom. I miss my mom.
I'll be missing my mom.
I miss my mama bad. And then after that, besides from Dr. Kyle, also my boyfriend's been holding me down real bad. He's always just like, did you apply for an internship for next summer? And I'll be like, no. And he's like, and then he basically is just like, he's always having me push myself further to reach my goals. And I'm like, thank you.
Shout out to that.
Accountability partner.
Yes.
And I know we all got one of them or somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. If you don't have one, better get you one. You're gonna lack on a lot of different things. I want to ask y'all, right? So, I know everyone knows about this, right? Of course, as you matriculate through college, I think, Tyra, you spoke to how you just recently found your village, right? We all understand that at some point, your village may change, right? That's the one thing about your social life is who you may choose to be social with may change. Any one of you all talk to speak to how navigating the changing of friend circles and how one day you may be cool with these people, next day y'all not the tightest, and maybe it's not necessarily beef, but you just outgrow each other, right? Speak to changing circles in college.
Well,
Dex, you look. Oh, I was gonna say Dex look like.
Oh, y'all can. I mean, I can talk. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go first.
This is another really funny story. So freshman year was definitely a ride. I was definitely the girl that was also going to parties every week while having my assignments turned on time. Sometimes whenever I was in that first friend group too, I was helping my friends with their assignments too to make sure that we all got in on time. Mm-hmm. They were just like, Tyra, you know how to write. So can you write this for me? And I give you like $10. I was like, okay, period.
Only $10.
Listen, they were my homegirls, please.
That's real. That's real.
But definitely after that fall semester, I definitely grew out of the partying because it got very repetitive for me. And I'm not going to lie, I began bored whenever you hear the same thing over the DJ thing. Now I think the only party I really go to now is we have Caribbean Mayhem here. So, I got to go rep my flag for a little bit. But basically, by the time I grew out of that little party phase, the friends that I had didn't. So it was starting to very much come like a clash of interests because I knew I wanted more involvement than going to parties. I wanted to be part of like organizations and actually contribute more to campus. So even as my friends, I talked to them about that kind of stuff and just like, yeah, go do that. And then I just ended up growing out of them. And sometimes it sucks, but then that's whenever you can find people that match your level or be at the level that you want to be at. One of my friends literally says, your network is your net worth.
Facts.
Ooh, that's deep.
Definitely a fact. Yeah. Anyone want to share?
Oh my God, friends. So I feel like, honestly, like from my freshman year to my senior year, my circle changed every single year, but got consistent. Ooh. So didn't get consistent my senior year because that's when my platform really began to like, woo, like, oh, who is Des? Like, okay, Des K. Like, okay, she can feature on all of these HBCU sites. She HBCU post Coca-Cola ambassador. So I low-key feel like it low-key made everything low-key a little worse. But honestly, my friend has been God himself. Like that has been the most tightest relationship. Like that's really my best friend for real. But I mean, honestly, college, you're gonna go through friendships. You're gonna go through the highs, the low, you know what I'm saying? Like you're going to go through that, and that's just college, and it's okay. Like, even my freshman year, the people who I was friends with the first week of school, I didn't end up being friends with them after, but we are still good associates, right? Where I can still call them and be like, hey girl, I see you're in so-and-so class, like maybe let's study together. And it might not again be a full friendship, but I can still call on them if I need them. So yeah, I don't know. For me, friendships it's always been up and down. I feel like honestly, where I'm at today, I'm okay with having, those friends that I can call, when I might want to go out, you know what I'm saying? But I like being solo dolo. I can focus on myself. I'm very career driven right now. So we taking it there. But yeah, God himself is my bestie.
Amen.
Shout out to God.
Shout
out to God.
Wow. Himself.
So let me ask y'all, when it comes to homecoming, right? So we know trying to balance academics and social life can already be a stress in itself. But homecoming and homecoming week, as we know, that's the week when it gets a bit harder than usual to try to balance. So anybody, just talk to the audience about the do's and don'ts of navigating homecoming, especially when it comes to balancing your academics still.
Right. Can I go? Oh, you can go ahead.
All right, so homecoming, all that. We don't go to class and we don't go to sleep. Those chants, please go to class and please go to sleep. If you want a full ride, you will lose it so quick. You will be fine in that burst hours because like the party is fun, but if you have a full ride, especially if you're on a full ride, if you're paying, that's even worse. Because now you just wasted your money just to not go to class. Now, some teachers won't hold you for that long. I would say that. But please do your work and go to class because they will pass you for going to, they'll give you 10 credit, probably like 10 extra points.
That's when I get the most extra points during homecoming week.
Yes.
Credit. You don't even got to be there that long. Just like 10, 15 minutes.
probably 20 and then just did.
Well, don't leave. I'm not advising to leave.
If you want to.
No, I know definitely for me, like I figured this out real soon. My freshman year, just do that work that is due homecoming week. Do it the week before.
Yes.
Save yourself the trouble. Like if you know you want to be outside and you want to participate, just do the work ahead of time so you don't have to worry about it. And even if you just got to step in class for a few minutes, 90% of the time, it's not gonna be nobody in there. I have literally walked into class during homecoming week, and I'm the only one in there. Me and the professor looking at each other like, where's everybody at? So, you know, you might get lucky with that where the professors, they know it's homecoming week too. So I don't know. I get lucky. My professor, like, you know, enjoy your week. This work is online and that's it. But just definitely do your work ahead of time so you don't even have to worry about it. Because you don't want to be out or about to go out. It's 10 o'clock. You're like, oh my God, I have an assignment because Blackboard didn't send you a little notification talking about something due soon. So get that work done in advance. That's my best piece of advice. Just save yourself the headache.
That's
it's not worth it.
Look at the calendar for the week of events for homecoming. Figure out which events you really want to go because you know you're not going to want to go to all of them. Nevertheless, some of them, they may be packed out. It may be over capacity. But try to make sure that you enjoy yourself. Don't burn yourself out during homecoming. It is okay. It happens every year. I mean, well, we're not going to say it happens every year because COVID and stuff like that. But it is important to make sure that you find that balance. Talk with your professors. You and your classmates can maybe even convince your professor into canceling class for that week or giving an online assignment rather than showing up in person. But you just never know. So find your balance. Classes are still going to be there even after homecoming. So make sure you're in class.
Right. MC, you know our homecoming is during midterm week. Did you know that?
Yeah.
That's
Who made that calendar? I need to have a conversation.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. All I know, that's why I'm glad I'm going for most classes that I want online. So I ain't really gotta.
Must be nice.
I've realized after COVID, you know, this online class thing is alright. You know, it's alright. Now, granted, sometimes it's better to be in person just for that experience. You know, able to learn. But for convenience, I'll take an online class
online
all day, every day. What would you all say if you had to talk to your freshman self, right? Some advice when it comes to navigating college and to have a successful college career. Some advice for your early self.
Go to the organization fair, please. Go to the organization fair because I definitely ditched out on both of them. And by the time I seen people having their induction ceremonies and stuff like that spring semester, I'm just like, that could have been me. But I didn't think the organizations were that important until I actually saw it myself. So go to that org fair real bad.
Definitely.
Go to them career fairs, okay? Regardless if you were in a seat, go to them career fairs, get you an internship, secure your job, network, try to get your foot in somewhere, okay? Make sure you get professional clothes. Go to them career fairs. Also, be confident. Be confident in everything that you do, whether if it's having friends, talking to a professor, going into class, going to the cab, be confident.
But also be intentional. Like, me being intentional has got me to where I am today. Like, when it comes to you stepping in those places, you going to those fairs, right? Like, be very intentional. If you're a bio major, why are you going to the fashion society? Which I'm not saying don't be into fashion, but I need you in the bio clubs. I need you in a bio resource center. Like, that's where we need you at. Like, we need those black doctors. We need those education majors. We need even those mass comm majors. So, like, be very intentional about everything you do. Like, I get it. It's freshman year, you know, it's sophomore year. Hell, it's even junior year. Excuse my language, y'all. But it's even junior year, right? And you want to have that fun. You want to be able to go explore on campus, but be intentional because when you get to that senior year and you like, what am I going to do? Like, what does me being here for 4 years really mean, right? Like, be intentional.
Definitely. I would say take advantage of all of the resources you have. Yes. Your campus offers so much. So take advantage of the workshops, the whatever studios or anything that pertains to what you want to do. If they have those, use them, especially if they're free. Like, take advantage of everything you have. Even like I'm saying this to myself now, not even freshman year. Like, it's so much stuff that's offered at Bowie that I can be taking more advantage of that can get me closer to where I want to be. But that's definitely what I'm working on this semester, to take advantage of everything that I can get my hands on.
Okay, B-Rook.
I'll say go to that tutoring center.
Mm-hmm.
Go to that tutoring center right there on that library or in that student success center, because Cam ain't no joke. Cam is no joke. So I'll say go to that tutoring center and be more, how do you say this? Have better time management.
Yeah.
Plan out your day. And have better time management. I'll say that because it's 24 hours in a day, but sometimes colleges it feels like those 24 hours ain't enough. So
It'd be like 2.
really structure out your day. Don't just be moving. Move with purpose.
Have y'all move with a purpose.
Move with purpose.
Definitely.
Before we close out, of course, Dasa, you know this is a regular here. I'm gonna let you go ahead and take it away.
All right, y'all. So we're about to get into our A word for the rest of the show. So our A word is basically our accountability check. We kind of talked about being accountable earlier, and what that is basically just holding ourselves. How would I say this? Just holding yourself accountable. You know, like we're college students, we go through a lot. We're busy. Some of us are student leaders. Some of us work, and we have so much stuff that we're doing. But it's good to hold yourself accountable to make sure that you're doing the things that you need to be doing and being intentional. So I'm going to start off first with my accountability check, and let me try to see if I remember my previous accountability check from last week.
I'm gonna start writing them down because I was forgetting too.
No.
If you go back and watch the last episode, but I can't remember mine. But I know I got it done for sure, whatever it was. I know I did. Because I feel good about this week. But my accountability check for this week is to start a new Netflix series. I don't know what. Change my schedule for next week. Do some more work for student publications, and to try to take myself out on a date this weekend. So yeah, those 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to Tyra. You can go ahead.
All right, so my accountability check for this week is definitely set the planner for fall semester, because I procrastinated on that. I was supposed to do that last week, and then the one day I actually needed it, which was today, it just reminded me why I should have done it last week. So I'm actually going to get that done. I'm also going to start setting up the calendar for the organizations that I'm running, because they're also going to be due and I want to get them done early. And plan a date night for me and my boyfriend for this Friday, because Friday is coming up and it's my turn to plan.
Oh, that's right.
You a good girlfriend.
Nice.
Thank you.
We need more women like you.
I'm a good man. It's not for every man. It's for a good man.
Right.
Okay, my twins, I'm going to pass it to you guys. Your accountability check.
Accountability check starting for that MCAT. I'm not going to lie. We had the books for a week now. I still ain't cracked that book open. So I'll say for sure, like, study for the MCAT. I'll say the same thing. I haven't looked at Khan Academy or that book. I've seen Biochem. I took a little glimpse at it, and then I just closed it. I was like, yeah, first week of school, let me chill real quick.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm trying to study for the LSAT, and anyways, next story. You go ahead with your accountability check.
Okay, I remember one part from my accountability check was to do my planner for school, and I actually did get all of my classes on my Google Calendar. I just have to add some more org events, so halfway completed, and the other one was to start packing, and I actually did. So I got my accountability check done for the most part from last week. I would say for this week, it would be to move in stress-free. I'm moving on Thursday, so definitely that. And I think that's it. That's a lot for the 1 week. So I would definitely say just have a nice stress-free move-in, because I know I have to go back to Virginia probably at least one time. So it's going to be a nice long week for me. So that's mine.
Thank you for moving.
Thank you.
Over to Destiny. What's your accountability check for this week?
Ooh, so I'm going to say my full one is to live in the moment. I feel like, and y'all can probably attest to that. You know, being somebody who's on social media, we be worried about capturing the moments and making sure, right, that we can produce that and show those moments, but then we don't live in the moment. So this week, like for example, I'm going to Invest Fest. And so in me doing that, there's a lot of opportunities and a lot of things that I'm going to be taking part of at Invest Fest. But I also need to remember, like, enjoy Invest Fest, right? Like, go get those connections, like, of course, but just enjoy being there. Like, you got the opportunity to be there, and I have to pay nothing. So, you know, just enjoying being there and repping my HBCU pride, of course, that legacy pride. Make sure y'all shop. Just saying. But yeah.
MC, the best.
Mine last week was to work on getting content out. I did get it out, especially the one clip I got out today. Shout out that Mic Check podcast. For this week, I know I put it on the episode earlier. I haven't cracked open this bad boy in about a week. So yeah, I want to make sure I'm being intentional with God and cracking this open, trying to study more. Yeah, that's mine for the week. Make sure I crack open that.
Okay, well, I hope everybody can go back to this episode and attest to that and hold yourself accountable. If you have to add some things later on, go ahead and write it down on a list.
Because we're going to clock you about it when you come back.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We pulling up the clips.
No shade.
I promise.
So before we get out of here, first want to throw it to everyone saying appreciate everyone sliding through this episode today. This has actually been pretty dope episode, I would say. Does anyone have anything they want to promo as far as what they got coming up, or plug your Instagram handles, things like that?
Yeah, so since we're gonna be real quiet, yeah, y'all make sure to go follow Des.K for all y'all HBCU content. Make sure y'all go shop HBCU Legacy Fashion. The best. These shirts is giving quality on quality on quality. And make sure y'all also follow HBCU on the Move. Again, this is a marketing agency that I founded and created that gives HBCU students opportunities for branding, internships. So it's crazy because actually one of our partners for the HBCU rally we're doing at Xavier, she actually is needing some interns and some volunteers. So if you're somebody who's really into, you know, social justice and inclusion and all of that good stuff, make sure y'all follow me, get to know me and all of that good stuff. Message me. I'm going to message y'all back. I don't bite. I promise.
I'll be messaging you real soon, okay?
Yeah. You about to have 3 DMs.
Facts. No jokes.
All right. More than regularity on Instagram. Our events coming soon. Very soon, as you can see. These frames in the back. And also in my room, but we in room C right now, so y'all can see me. But yeah, follow More Than Regularity on Instagram. More conceptual shoots, more short films coming this semester. We're growing out of group projects, so more colors diaries. That's what really keeps people sane throughout college, because we don't just want to just be doing schoolwork all day. We want to have some fun, have some shoots, create some wavy fly stuff, and that's it. Yeah, More Than Regularity on Instagram.
I'll go ahead and shout myself out too. You know, y'all can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. It's going to be Tyra Garcia, Tyra with 2 A's. And y'all can also follow my media journey, because I've recently also been starting to dabble in graphic design and actual editing people's videos. So go ahead and also follow Tyra_digitalize, and you will see everything that I've been doing. And if y'all want me to make something for y'all, I got y'all. Just let me know.
Nice. Well, everyone, we appreciate all you all coming through. Shout out More Than Regularity. Shout out Tyra. Shout out Des. And of course, my lovely co-hosts, B. Rook and Dasa. I've been MC, man. Until next episode.
For sure.
Bye.
Thank y'all.